Alright, here's an update on the welding table again. This is the tabletop, the bottom of it. You can see there it's a grid of 1 by 1 by 1/8 inch square tubing. The reason I'd done that was because the top is only 1/8 inch thick and it didn't seem like that'd be heavy enough. But this ain't really the right way to do it, I suppose. It's called making do with what you got, because it sure enough would have been a lot easier to put a nice heavy steel plate on top of there. But that's all welded together and it should be a little bit strong enough, and it's kind of a bird's eye view. And speaking of birds, if anybody knows how to keep birds out of a barn and a garage, I'd sure appreciate it, because them damn things, they just drop all over the place, and I got that stuff all over my barn and my garage. I'll flip it over and do a little grinding and welding and get her attached to the bench here. Let's just kind of have to see how that goes. But there's the bottom of it before we get it turned over and you can't see it no more. Well, my intention was to show you this tabletop all welded in place and ready to go, but turns out I ran out of welding wire right in the middle of this kind of project here, so it's still a little bit clamped in place, but I got a couple welds on there before we ran out. And Blue said he likes it. He's checking it out. He's the weld inspector around here. He checks all the fabrication work. But there you can see this. It doesn't fit on there just perfect, but that's an old scrap frame that already had the tops welded on there, so actually it surprisingly fit pretty good for just something that was made for something else and turned out was going in a scrapyard. But it just about covers that frame rail on the sides, and then on the ends it's flush there, and then on the end I got an inch overhang, which I guess could be nice for clamping stuff on the end there. Lets that 1 inch square tubing hang over. The only thing about it now I got is I don't know if you could see this, but probably not, but probably hear it. It's got a little flex in it, so what I'm going to have to do is put some weight on the top and get up underneath there and weld it to that frame and get that top flattened out. I was thinking about putting some cinder blocks on top there for weight, but then I thought, well, I'll just get one of them horses and stand him up on there and let him weight it down for me. Have to be a pretty good broke horse, I suppose. But and them are just plain old woodworking clamps that I bought. They're pretty darn cheap. I forget what I give for them, $3 or $4, but they're made for woodworking. I got them at one of them Menards or something, and they actually work pretty good. I've done a lot of welding with them, and they seem to hold up pretty good, and they tighten things up and they're nice and adjustable. And like I say, the nicest thing about them is they're cheap. I mean, you can buy a bunch of them for what you could buy a regular made-up welding clamp that they charge $40 or $45 for. But they work pretty good. And then, of course, big old C clamps, they come in handy.